7:45.
We better go on now.
Yeah, we're going to come on. We're going to go on, Carlos, now. What? He has completed 59% of his passes. So if the rain does affect the ground game for the Comets, Hackensack can be very confident that they can get it done in the air.
Oh yeah, now I know I used to cover the Comets games last year on the air, and I was very critical of Sean O'Connor. You know, I always said he was a sophomore and he shouldn't be playing. But I tell you, after seeing him play this year, he has made me...
Teaneck set to lay into it at the 40-yard line, and we're almost underway. Waiting for the word from the official, and here it comes. Teaneck gets into it. It'll be a line drive kick that hits one of the up end, and the Comets will fall on the ball on the 29-yard line. We'll set the Comet offense for you in 1 second, but they have it 1st and 10 on the 29-yard line. Thompson and Toll are the running backs. Thompson the fullback. Back to pass O'Connor. He's going to pump fake and air it out to the deep sideline, and it's going to be in. Thompson the fullback. Mike Toll is the running back. The fullback, Eddie Hodge, with Bradley Allen and Donald Carter, the wide receivers. Carter to the far side with Hodge and Bradley Allen to the near side. Toll in the backfield. Here's a give to Toll out across the 30, on his feet to about the 35-yard lines. Comets, if you would say that on the offensive line. But now it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Comets from the 36-yard line. Again, Thompson and Toll in the backfield as a give to Toll. Right up the middle at the 35, and he fumbles the football. And it appears as if Teaneck... And now Rodney Bennett will lead his men up to the field with Kendall Daniels and Devon Kearney in the backfield. Here's a give to Kearney. Kearney's going to stumble right, and now get down to about the 36-yard line. Hakeem Holloway and Floyd Lewis. The Highwaymen now come up to the line of scrimmage on a 2nd and 7 just inside the Comet 35. There's a trouble on the exchange, and Bennett...
And already, Teaneck having problems, so hopefully they keep those balls dry and keep it down with the turnovers.
Bennett now up to the line of scrimmage. There's a quick give to Kearney, and he is met by Bryant Robinson in the back. Set the defense for both teams as soon as one of them can mount a little drive where we have time to do it. But nonetheless, Mike Toll is deep to receive the punt for the Comets as Teaneck on 4th and 9 will get it away. Teaneck will get into it, and the ball will be down inside the 10. Now they're going to call a flag on
the re-kick.
It is, as Teaneck will punt it again, as I guess the penalty was against Teaneck, although it was originally signaled against Hackensack. Teaneck gets into it. It's a high booming kick, and Mike Toll calls for a fair catch, and he makes it. 1 carries on the season. O'Connor again up to the line of scrimmage, and only Toll in the backfield. Bradley Allen and Eddie Hodge to the near sideline. Toll ready in the backfield. O'Connor calling signals on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Toll. He's going to go around right guard, get across the 20, and he's met at the 24-yard line. And here at Giant Stadium, Barry Williams is also the 3rd wide receiver. He comes in and out for the Comets. We're down to 8:25 to go in the opening quarter, 2nd and 5. O'Connor calling signals, and he gives it to the fullback, Alex Thompson, who rumbles his way right through the middle, out across the...
up for about 8 and a 1st down.
Thompson came in late in the year, played just 3 games at fullback, but still had 148 yards and 3 touchdowns. Thompson's in there again along with Toll, and it's Toll again, out across the 30. A good block by Thompson at the 35, and out for a 1st down, so the Comets have it on their own 42, let's call it. 1st and 10 moving from our right to left. Toll in the backfield with triple wide receivers, and Toll will keep it up the middle. 45-50, 45-40. He's going to try and outrun the Teaneck defense down to the 20. Still on his feet at the 10, and he's going to score! Mike Toll scampers 58 yards, breaking several Teaneck tacklers, and he's in for the first score of the day. And with 7:38 remaining, Hackensack has taken a 6-0 lead. And there's a fumble on the snap as they attempt to go for the extra point, and the ball will be recovered by Hackensack. 40. Waiting again for the official signal.
You might note that Jameel Jacobs has had 5 kickoffs return for touchdowns this season.
That is quite impressive. To have 1 in a year is amazing, but to have 5, that's even better. A booming kick by Donald Carter down at the 2, it's Holloway. Out across the 5, the 10, the 15, still on his feet to about the 21-yard double digits early. Again, it'll be Bennett calling the signals with Daniels and Kearney in the backfield. Double wide receivers right into the give to Kearney. Kearney's going to break a tackle at the 25-30. Stay on his feet at the 35-40. Here he comes near sideline, down to the 40. He's going to rumble all the way down to the 30-yard line, where he's finally brought down. 1st and 10 on the Comet 30, moving to the end zone. to our right. Daniels and Carney again in the backfield. We're going to give it to Carney again, but we're going to have a whistle on the...
Sure, let's get the official.
And
it is full start.
260. So now it'll be 1st and 15 at the 35-yard line for the Highwaymen. Bennett now is going to give it up to Kearney. Kearney goes down to the 35, and he's brought down. Pat Delaney also in on the stop for the Comets. It'll be 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line. Only Carney in the backfield now as double wide receivers go to the far top of the screen. Here's Carney again, trying to elude a tackle. He does it to 30, but then he's met and job. Now also Damir Ramdinovic is the place kicker. I'm sure this is a little bit out of his range at 47 yards, but we'll wait and see. Here's the give to Carney, and he is met by a host of tacklers by the Comets. Homer Plummer leading it is 6-0 Hackensack. Frank DiLorenzo, Rob Mortorano, and Andrew Schwab live at Giant Stadium. Carney is in the backfield. Bennett's going to roll right and throw right. And the pass is going to be complete to Holloway, out of bounds at the 20, very right after he got the first down for the Highwaymen. A big first down it is. On 4th down they convert. Here's the handoff to Carney. Carney's going to go absolutely nowhere again, and they're going to have to mix it up a little bit as the big defensive line for the Comets, 8-man front. They like the 4-4-3. And they have the 8-man up top now with Daniels and Carney in the backfield. It's going to be reverse, and a pitch to Holloway. Holloway breaks a tackle of Eddie Hodge at the 30, stays on his feet, but doesn't get down to the 25-yard line. Alex Thompson drags him down at the 26-yard line. Jameel Jacobs now checks in, and there's a whistle. Let's see what happens here. It's going to be an official's timeout, and that gives us an opportunity to look at Teaneck having 3 wide receivers to the near side, Lewis, Holloway, and Jacobs. And Bennett, of course, is going to roll to that side, but he's going to be pressured, and he's not going to get it off as he is sacked by Homer Plummer.
Like Andrew mentioned in the beginning, that's the only pass play Teaneck's going to run. Well, I'm sure Coach
Ramdinovic in the punt. Bradley Allen deep to receiver, and he gets away a good kick. Allen again is going to call for the fair catch, and he makes it a 58 yards the last possession. Thompson and Toll are in the backfield. O'Connor, the quarterback, calling signals. He's going to give the quick handoff to Thompson. Goes right up the middle, across the 15.
Is it going to be a big gain if the Comet offensive line gets off first?
It's a 3-yard gain for Thompson. 2nd down and 7 as the rain continues to come down and a steady downpour. O'Connor, handoff Toll, 25. He's out on his feet to about the 27-yard line. They thought he might break it there.
Creating a hole of number 76.
As O'Connor calls his signals again. He's very capable of airing it out. Here's the give to Toll right up the middle, 30, 35-yard line. Pushes the pile forward to about the 37-yard line, where he's met by Kendall Daniels. Out what the officials think. They stretch the chains, and they do indeed have it by the nose of the football. That's what you learn at Seton Hall University. Again, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Comets at the 37-yard line. O'Connor under center, and he's going to hand the ball off to Toll. He's going to go to the right side at the 35. He's going to be met by a host of John Youngblood and James Evans off the ball, if that's what they wish to do. But it'll be 2nd and 8 from the 40. Here's a give to Toll again. And again, nothing there.
Where the ball's going to be, as I believe it's snow now coming down here at Giant Stadium. And this is what you call typical.
Play or not, if they're going to, they only have 2 seconds to do it, and they are not going to. On 3rd and 8, the
defense, the Highwaymen, and then give it to Toll right up the middle.
Toll is in the backfield with Donald Carter and Bradley Allen lined up deep to the right side. O'Connor back to throw, big, heavy pressure, Earl Allen. Or 3rd and 9 situation. But nonetheless, it'll be a punting situation for Donald Carter as he gets into it about the 15-yard line. It's a high kick, not very deep. It's almost like a knuckleball that will hit one of the Teaneck players at the 45. It's a loose ball, and the Comets will fall on it on the 40-yard line.
There's a big play there by special team. Now that special teams play such a role in the football game, you always have to know where the football is when it's in the air.
The Comets once again back in business on the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 with 11:18 to go in the 2nd quarter. The Comets up by a score of 6-0. Here's O'Connor's going to go right back to the ground. Mike Toll, nothing there. And the snow. Evans listed at 6'4", 280. Let's see what the Comets do on 2nd and a little bit more than 10. O'Connor's going to fake the handoff. It's going to be a play. Actually, he rolls right, and he throws it to a wide open Donald Carter at the 34-yard line, who's then wrestled out of bounds. Exactly right, and there's no better way than for Teaneck to make their Giant Stadium debut here against rival Hackensack in the snow in December. But it's 3rd and 2 for the Comets. A big play here again for the Teaneck defense. Handoff Toll, right up the middle. He's going to be stopped at the 31. Sizes. Since then, nothing has been there at all, Andrew.
I wouldn't be surprised if they hand it right Mike Toll let him run right up the middle. No, it's a quarterback sneak.
A quarterback sneak it is, and it is going to be right up the belly for the first down. They're going to mark it on the 29-yard line with Bradley Allen and Barry Williams to the near side, Toll in the backfield. Tight end is Eddie Hines. Here's the give to Toll. They're going to go to that heavy side. He's going to get to the 30, scoot outside to the 25, where he's finally knocked at a
Typical power running offense and making them run the sweeps and throw the football.
Once again, the Comets in the I formation. Here's a give to Toll. Nothing there in the backfield. It's on the 30-yard line on a 3rd and 11. So Teaneck's defense has the chance to stop him again. Bradley Allen to the near side. Barry Williams to the far side. Back to pass O'Connor. He's going to throw it to Bradley Allen, and the pass is going to be incomplete.
Toll, because the field goal is not underneath.
Alex Thompson in as the fullback now to join Toll in the backfield. It's going to be a draw for Toll right up the middle, and he fumbles the ball again on the 30, and it does appear as if too, but it didn't hurt in terms of their confidence. The offense must come out now if you're the Highwaymen and do something effective as the Teaneck band gets up and into it in the backfield. There's a give to, it appears Jameel Jacobs up out across the 30, right to left, trailing the Comets by a score of 6-0. Bennett again calling signals with Daniels and Carney in the backfield. Here's a pitch down to the right side, which is going to go absolutely nowhere. Clarence Baker, another wide. Carney is the fullback, and Clarence Baker now has checked in at the running back. Back to pass Bennett. He's going to run the draw to Baker right up the middle. 30, 35 yards within inches. Didovic gets away with it. Into it to Bradley Allen. Allen takes it at the 43.
To do in order to be successful and open up the running game.
Here's Toll in the backfield. Toll gets it now out near the 45. Now both teams' 11th game of the year. The Comets come in 10-0. The Highwaymen at 7-3, so nothing unfamiliar. Thompson the fullback, Toll the running back, double wide receivers to the far side of your screen. Barry Williams to the near side. They're going to run another draw to Mike Toll out 5-yard line. Teaneck's defense has done the job throughout. We're down to 5:20 remaining in the first half. 6-0 Comets. Back to pass is O'Connor. Has time. Now he's going to step up and he's going to complete the ball right over the middle of the 50. 45-40. It's Alex Thompson inside the 35 to the 32. Check that. Donald Carter brought down at the 32. A wide receiver wide open in the middle, and O'Connor picked him up here. Carter on the year caught 15 passes for 209 yards, so he has done the job throughout also. Good job by O'Connor completing his first pass. O'Connor on another quick play. He's going to hit Donald Carter again as O'Connor to Carter were on the 32-yard line. The clock continues to roll here in the first half. 4:10 and running. Comets trying to get something on the board before halftime, leading by 6. Bradley Allen and Barry Williams to the near sideline. Back to the ground they go. Mike Toll is going to now to be 3rd and 5. O'Connor to Toll. Toll's going to keep it right up the middle, go down to about the 20. So it is 4th and a long 2. The scoreboard says 2, but it really is more like 3. Double wide receivers to the right, but there's only one defender there. O'Connor doesn't see it. He gives it to Toll right up the middle, who'll get the first down inside the.
One of them would have just gone to the end zone, and again, here it is again. 2 defenders, and again they run the ball.
And again they don't see it. It's Toll to the outside, down to the 20, down to about the 15. Gaining 5 yards on the last carry, where it will be 2nd and 5 from the Highwaymen 15 with 1:45 to go. Toll in the backfield with Carter and Allen to the near side. They're going to run to the far side. Toll, nothing there. And a great Hackensack is able to score going into halftime, knowing that they're going to be down double digits. But we'll wait and see here. It's 3rd and 7 with Carter and Allen to the near sideline. Toll in the backfield. O'Connor on a 3-step drop. He fires incomplete, intended for Bass again, electing to go for it with 1:20 to go, saying if we don't get it, Teaneck will still have to march 80 yards on us in under a minute and a half. 4th and long. O'Connor back to pass. Doesn't have much time. He swings it out. Incomplete again.
Through the ball snapped. He came on that.
He would have been gone. But now the Highwaymen take over on their own, let's call it 18-yard line. 1st down and 10. Bennett calling the signals. He's going to hand the ball off to Carney. He's going to get out across the 20 to the 20.
It's really interesting to see.
We will wait and see. 45 seconds to go. They're obviously in no hurry, although they now do have triple wide receivers to the far side of the screen. Although they do hand the ball off, it's going to go nowhere at the 20. Clarence, wait and see. They're going to call it 3rd and 7 on the 21-yard line. Bennett again up to the line of scrimmage with Daniels and Carney in the backfield. Here's the give to Carney. Out across the 20, 22-yard line. And
Allen a chance to return and maybe get a chance for the Comets to put some points up on the board before halftime.
Graham Didovic has had 2 in trouble. They might elect to just punt it away here. That would be the safe bet. The defense has done the job all half. That's exactly what they're going to do. But here come the Comets. They're unable to block it. There's going to be no penalty there on the possible roughing the kicker. The ball will be down in Hackensack territory. And a good job here letting time run off the clock. And they go and they... And let's wait and see here. Alex Thompson tried coming onto the field for the Comets.
Very good at getting fired up and putting that into their game.
And fired up is what they're going to
Come together and play as one.
Holloway and Jacobs are deep for the Highwaymen. Again, Donald Carter, who does have a very strong leg, will get into it at the 40. Here's the kick. It's a little line drive going to the near side. And Teaneck's going to get an advantage right off the bat, 5 in a row. But now they have to regroup and get themselves back on track. Teaneck does have it on the 35-yard line without really doing anything as the kick went out of bounds. Bennett back to pass. He's going to open up in the air. He's going to throw. Complete to Floyd Lewis. The ball and throw it. They did it there. They're out to the 46-yard line, moving already. 1st and 10, moving to the end zone to our left. Bennett now, and a little bit of miscommunication in the backfield. Comets break it different route. The linemen were going in different directions, and as a result, they lost the yard. Let's see what they do here on 2nd and 11 from the 45-yard line. Here's a handoff. It's going to go right up the middle. It's going to be Carney again, and again, nothing there. Out maybe a yard or two, maybe. Let's see what they're going to do on 3rd and 10, the opening drive of the second half. It's going to be a run. It's going to be Jameel Jacobs out across the 40, the 45-yard line now. Nothing there. Well, that's a gain of a yard there. It'll be a punting situation for
This year, and it's been a very good thing, and I do agree with that move. And I think that he should be head football coach. Even, I really don't agree with what I said. I'm just stating what other people have said.
Ram Didovic gets away a high, booming kick. Bradley Allen's going to receive it on the 24. Gets out across the 25. Tripped up nicely. 3rd quarter, it's still 6-0 Comets. Sean O'Connor over the center, Jim Dunamacker with Alex Thompson and Mike Toll in the backfield. A hard count used by O'Connor. Now gives it to Toll. It's going to go to the far side. Out at the 30. Out across the 35. So let's get at the 40. 45. Breaks the tackle up to 50. Down to the 40 on the far sideline. 30. Worked down at the 25-yard line. A nice touchdown saving tackle made by Carl Charles Pierre all the way down to the 25-yard line.
That's leading them all the way down to the 25-yard line in very good field position with the momentum.
And that's where they have it 1st and 10 with Thompson and Toll in the backfield. Here's a give to Thompson right up the middle. He's going to run.
He's made the most of.
And again, he's played only 3 games, as you said, 148 yards in 3 games. It's pretty impressive for the backup fullback replacing the injured Mark Bennigan, now the full-time fullback. And he gets it again on 1st and 10. He's going to go right through the middle for a 1st down and goal to the 8. That play's good for a 14-yard pickup. And now Teaneck's defense appears to be a little bit back on their heels. And if they're not careful...
Alex Thompson picked up 14 yards and a 1st down.
So now 1st and goal on the 8. Here's to give to Toll. Right up the middle, down to the 5. Still on his feet, fighting his way forward, down to about the 4-yard line.
That viewer here that just doesn't seem to be working. We're going to forget about it and go back to the game.
2nd and goal from the 4. Comets trying to punch it into the end zone to your right. Alex Thompson right up the middle. He's going to be close, and he's going to be more than close. He's going to be in. Touchdown. Alex Thompson right up the middle. His 4th touchdown of the year, and the Comets have taken a momentary 12-0 lead.
Good example of how that should never stop.
As a result of their missed extra point opportunity in the 1st quarter. O'Connor back to pass. He's going to look right and throw right. The ball's going to be well overthrown with about 7.5 minutes to go. The first one in the 1st quarter. And then again here, Alex Thompson in the 3rd quarter. Carter again to kick it off with Holloway and Jacobs deep for the Highwaymen as the snow comes down even harder here at Giant Stadium. A good booming kick from Donald Carter taken by Jacobs on the 8. Quickly out across the 10, out of the 15, on his feet to the 20, and he's finally brought down to the 25-yard line. Jacobs and Carney are in the backfield now behind Bennett. Single coverage on the far side, but the give's going to go right up the middle of Carney, who gets out to about the 20. Bennett on the year did throw for 724 yards and 9 touchdowns. So they can do it. But on 2nd and 7, we'll see what they do. They go on the ground again. Carney out to the outside, 30-yard line, out near the 30.
As the batteries needed replacing, but no fear, it's fixed.
3rd and 1. We'll use the viewfinder to reach Jameel Jacobs, and we find that he's going to be short of the 1st down. It'll be 4th down at the middle again. Bennett not very tall, so he doesn't have the reach that Sean O'Connor has, but we'll wait and see on 4th and inches. No, it's going to be a give to Carney, who's going to get absolutely stopped, and the Comets will take over inside the 35, and oh boy, the emotions have changed, and the Comets are right back on the ball.
In the North Bergen game.
And the Comets again have a glorious chance here on the 34. Why not air it out on 1st down? Let's see what happens here. Thompson and Toll in the backfield. Give to Toll right up the middle. 30. Still on his feet, fighting his way forward. Playing right before you tonight Frank DiLorenzo, Rob Morano, and Andrew Schwab bringing you the game from John Moore, very much fired up out of the huddle. Excuse me there. Thompson and Toll again in the backfield. O'Connor going to give it to Toll. Going to run to the right side, out across the 20. Still on his feet, looking for a hole. Gets one at the 15.
He would have come over to make that block, which picked him up that extra yard.
As Hackensack will again
Kendall Daniels to let that play develop.
Eddie Hodge again, the tight end, with Bradley Allen down to the near side. Thompson and Toll in the backfield. They're going to run it to the near side. It's going to be Toll at the 10, at the 5. He's in for the touchdown. But we might have this play brought back as there's a flag on the play, usually in the area for offensive holding. We'll wait and see for the official word. Overrule. The Comets still have to be confident. They moved the ball with efficiency for the second consecutive drive and are still moving to the goal to our right in the third quarter, leading by 12. Thompson and Toll in the backfield. Double wide receivers to the right side. It's going to be Toll again in the inside corner. To the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and he's going to score. Mike Toll, a 20-yard touchdown run. And now it is 18-0 Comets. Give Mike Toll his second touchdown of the game.
Mike Toll running untouched into the end zone. Great, phenomenal blocking by the offensive line of the Comets. It was just phenomenal.
Pat Delaney and Homer Plummer once again setting the blocks, and Mike Toll now in the game has 26 carries for 205 yards and two.
You know, Mike Toll really gained his popularity as when Hackensack went into St. Joe's and shocked everyone as they blew Joe's right out of their own stadium.
The Comets
288 yards and 5 touchdowns. But you know, I tell you what, Mike Toll,
Defense, as you said, you've only allowed 7 points through third and fourth quarters of the year.
they've allowed 7 or less 8 times out of 10 games.
That's an amazing statistic, and that's what wins you football games.
And Donald Carter gets you another booming kick. Holloway has trouble with it on the 4. He's going to pick it up out the 2, get across the 5, get across the 10. He was a block away from busting it to the outside, but he will wrestle his way. Huck's going to make you beat them in the air. They haven't done it, but they still have an 18-0 lead. Do the Comets. 1st and 10 for the Highwaymen from their own 20. Handoff right up the middle. It's going to go to Clarence Baker, who's wrestled down after a gain along the ground thus far, and they have nothing to lose, as we said. Why not go to the air?
See what they do on this play.
That we will on 2nd and 9, out across the 21-yard line. Bennett back to pass, and he's going to get bum rushed there. Alex Thompson with a huge play. And Bennett slowing it up, but maybe that's what happens when you go to the air. A big sack by Alex Thompson, the 2nd sack tonight for the double wide receivers to the near side of the screen, 1 single wide receiver to the far side of your screen. Bennett back to pass, and there's a rare drop back pass. He's going to throw it incomplete, and a good job there by Holloway. But they met Hackensack last week. They were held to 3, and tonight thus far they have none. They must do something different, as Ramdinovich's punt is going to be fielded by Bradley Allen at the 44, on his feet at the 40, brought down there at maybe at the 39-yard line. To a Will Beef near side, handle Toll, right up the middle, gain of 3. They did beat North Bergen twice this year, as we know, a very good program, so they do things correctly on the offense. Here's Toll at the 40, 35-30, 25-20, one more time, as Mike Toll is tripped up at the 3. A nice touchdown standing tackle there, Clarence Baker, but it's good for a 36-yard gain, and Mike Toll now has 228 carries, 244 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And here is the quarterback keeper by Sean O'Connor, and he's in for the touchdown.
Which they have shut down.
That's about the only part of the Hackensack offense has been the air game that has just been non-existent. But when you have Mike Toll running for 244 yards, who needs it? And here's Toll on the keeper, and he's going to be stopped at the...
You know, right now, winning is out of reach. Because, you know, you can't save anything because there is no tomorrow.
And here's another line drive kick. Carter trying to use the artificial turf to his advantage, but...
Teaneck High School, that was Teaneck High School.
Rodney Bennett back to pass. He's going to step up, and it's going to be knocked down incomplete.
Bergen, and you have nothing to hold your head down about, you know, losing in the state championship game. Like, you know, there is a whole quarter to play, so this game isn't over. but both teams should hold their heads up very high because making it to the next season. Because despite the popular demand for it to come back, but again, we'll be back next season.
Again, we have to say the third quarter has ended, and it is 24-0 in favor of Hackensack. And this gives us time to thank our wonderful cameraman here who gave us that pre-game on-camera appearance. Carlos nude box on top of the stadium somewhere looking for us. But thanks again, Carlos. And also, as Rodney Bennett's going to go back to pass here, the ball is going to be intercepted at the 45-yard line by Mike Toll one more time. Mike Toll is absolutely amazing. And also,
Sam Kano doesn't have an interception on the season.
no, he doesn't. That is one thing that Toll has done a lot better than him in this year. As O'Connor on 1st and 10 from the 45 gives it to Toll, right up the middle. First down, Comets, gain of 36 points today for the St. Joe's Green Knights. St. Joe's, by the way, did win their game 36-20 to capture the Group 3 parochial championship. Here's O'Connor again, going to give it to Toll. Toll's going to go to the outside, 45-40, and he's going to be brought down at the 30, beat the Green Knights 28-6, and a very dominating victory. But nonetheless, St. Joe's does have a very good program. You know, congratulations for winning their state championship. Here's Toll, who's going to run on the air. Anybody else have anything else?
One of the most impressive stats I've ever heard from a high school player.
Here's a handoff again to Toll. Try and get him to 2,000. Here's a gain of 2 maybe.
And Frank did.
Well, you were a star running back in your day, Rob.
I was, yes.
So it'll be 2nd down and 15 for the Comets as the penalty was against them on offensive holding. Here's a give, Alex Thompson right up the middle, inside.
That's what they've done, except for that on the defensive side, and basically not much on the offensive side because they haven't seen the ball.
O'Connor's doing a great job of handing off. He does it to Toll, scoots to the outside down to the 30 now. National playoff game. Frank DiLorenzo, Rob Mortorano, and Andrew Schwab are bringing it to you on your TV sets. Sean O'Connor hands it off to Mike Toll one more time. He's going to get the first down and more down to the 21-yard line. We have seen a lot of Hackensack games throughout the year. Toll tonight has 33 carries. So he has been the big workhorse. Alex Thompson has also done a great job, and Thompson's going to keep it here. Go right up the middle, down to about the 98. The Comets come up to the line of scrimmage, inside the 20. The snow continues to fall, and fall at a rapid pace. O'Connor now is going to give the ball off to Toll. He's going to go right up the middle and get absolutely nowhere. Met immediately. It is, and Sean O'Connor has done it also on the year. O'Connor throwing for over 1,000 yards, but he only has 12 yards tonight. But yet the Comets have a 24-0 lead, led by Mike Toll and Alex Thompson. Toll slips at about the 20. That's the.
We haven't worked together in about 2 years, and Andrew I never met before.
Anyway, I could have had a comment, but back to go. Throw goes O'Connor. It's going to be intercepted at the 20, 25-30, 35-40, 45 yards at least.
With a couple of touchdown-saving tackles by the defense, though. But
well, Rodney Bennett back to pass. He's going to air it out way downfield, something they should have been doing a long time ago. And it's Floyd Lewis down to the 10, down to the 5, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Teaneck.
Play offense that has been lacking tonight. But also, I don't know if you could see, the viewers could see this at home on their screens. The ball was up in the air.
They're falling here at the stadium. Works to the advantage there of Teaneck as they will go for 2, trailing 24-6. Triple wide receivers right. They're going to throw it that way. Bennett airs it out in the end zone, and it's going to be caught once again by Lewis. The 2-point conversion is successful.
I got news for you, not to take anything away, but the ball never crossed the line of the goal line there.
I don't feel it as it's coming right at you, as it's going to happen to the near sideline. Graham Diedovic to lay into it at the 40-yard line. The Comets have their hands team on, waiting for it again. The ball must go 10 yards to be recovered by the Highwaymen. Graham Diedovic waiting for the official signal, and he's got it. And let's see what happens here. Diedovic ready, number 24 on your screen. And here comes the kick to the near sideline. The ball's going to be drilled right into the midsection.
He had such a long leg, and he had trouble keeping it into a small distance.
Let's see what the Comets do on offense here. You're pretty sure they're going to run it, and they do right indeed. Give it to Alex Thompson, who breaks a tackle at the 48. Still on his feet, finally brought down at the 45-yard.
Very slippery out there with the snow. He keeps the ball harder and harder as each second ticks off.
Toll has already fumbled 2 times tonight. Alex Thompson on the keeper. He is hit hard. Let's see where they mark the forward progress.
Ripped off again and again.
It is a first down for Hackett.
Remember, it is $10 for admission to the stadium. And that's just a rip-off in itself.
But having press credentials, you don't have to worry about paying for anything.
This is true, but I do know because I do have friends who unfortunately have to pay.
No one bring up anyone again, excuse me, but Rigo doesn't have as many yards today.
Second down and 5 for the Comets from the 38-yard line. Handoff Toll right up the middle, 35 down here. Any false guesses? I was thinking the same thing as Rob just pointed out a name to me, Jimmy Nunemacher. He is now not at the 40-yard line, so he took his helmet off. He was conscious in the fact that, but he didn't know he was in trouble there as he lied on the 40-yard line. Again, hope everything is okay there as Mike Toll is going to add another 30 yards to his total. A 30-yard touchdown run. It is 30-6. And Rob,
I think it's safe to say at this point, you can stick a fork in them because Teaneck is done.
it is now 30-8 in favor of the Hackensack Comets.
I don't think that anybody's thinking about the game now.
No, that's almost as if we're very speechless here. I mean, that's all great, fine, and dandy that Mike Toll has rushed for 330 yards and 3 touchdowns. That is very, very impressive. But again, our thoughts, as I'm sure the Hackensack players
Around the club, sophomore, and he doesn't. What was happening? What's the whole story? Like his father wanted him to come play here, and the Board of Education passed the law.
we don't know.
A lot of people thought his father was harder on him than all the players, and his father expects a lot more from him just for the fact that he is the coach's son.
But did he expect 330 yards and 4 touchdowns tonight? We don't know. There's a kickoff by Donald Carter, fielded at the 9, out across the 10 is Holloway, 15, 20, out to the 25-yard line, and it's Clarence Baker, wrestled down at the 29. Now with 4 minutes to go, he is 32 yards away from a 2,000-yard rushing season. Games, that's 2,000 yards. We'll wait and see and get the final numbers, but I'm sure that Rigo has over 2,000, and Toll is 32 yards away. Rodney Bennett back to pass, throws it high, throws it arcing, and it's going to be intercepted by, it's either going to be Bradley Allen or Mike Toll. Mike Toll. I mean, you mentioned earlier, Andrew, that we're going to see 6 now remaining, 32-8 Hackensack. Let's see if Toll's in the backfield. It does appear as if he is. 32 yards away, that means a run here would have to get him down to the 8. Here's Toll, out to the 40, out to the 35, out of bounds at the 30.
St. Joe's was such a poor effort against Hackensack. Or should I say that Hackensack is just a more dominating team. But, all day long I kept saying to him, he kept asking me, are they ready? Are they ready? Well, Jimmy, I asked you this.
That King of Beating Respect, 29-1 basketball team, nobody ever talked about it on Jersey Sports. We didn't understand.
Second and 4 for the Comets. Sean O'Connell appears to have fumbled the football. And Teaneck did recover. Who knows who's going to get after the week?
Another stat, though, that no one realizes that Cooper doesn't have any interceptions.
We mentioned that earlier. Here's Carney on the carry, gain of 1 maybe.
And he looked up at the screen as if to say, well, there's nothing else to do. I might as well look at myself on a big screen for the first time in my life.
And probably the only time in your life as a...
4 or 5 games could beat the Comets. I don't understand.
As we know, Hackensack beat St. Joe's 28-6. And when you ask, they have played St. Joe's, lost by 21 in those 4 games.
Very inconsistent, though. You have to admit it. And, I just have to mention something else. So every year it seems that Hackensack, wins the state championship. It seems
Hackensack, St. Joe's, Bergen Catholic, of course, they're not in our division, but they are in the NNJIL conference. And those teams are always ranked high in the state, if not nationally. Hackensack, of course, is nationally ranked as well. And the game is over. Officially, the final score here from Giant Stadium, Hackensack 32, Teaneck 8. We'll get some final comments first from Andrew Schwab.
Well, I want to credit the Teaneck coaches. I want to credit everybody with a great season. Hackensack with an outstanding season. And I want to thank you you guys for putting up with me in the booth this game.
Rob Motorano.
Well, Andrew, just made you say it was a pleasure working with you. You are a sophomore, so you got a couple of great years ahead of you. I'm sure you'll have a great future. And the comments, you just can't say enough about them. Their 5th consecutive state championship, something that you've never seen before in the state of New Jersey, and to my knowledge, in the country. And this team has to go down as one of the best of all time, I feel. They have been so impressive, week in and week out.
Again, congratulations are in order for Coach Toll and the Hackensack Comets, 1996 North 1 Group 4 state sectional champions. They win it 32-8.